John Walker, you're National Chairman of the Federation of Small Businesses. Could you tell us why it's important to you to come to the party political conferences here in Northern Ireland?
Well, the FSB covers all four countries of the United Kingdom. I was in Wales yesterday and I'll be in Scotland next week for functions, as well as events in England. So I cover the whole of the UK on behalf of the organisation, as do many of my senior colleagues.
And I think it's a fair comment to say you're a very well-known face at party conferences over here. All of the party leaders, all of the elected representatives know you well and know your commitment to Northern Ireland. How long have you been coming over to the parties here?
I think the first one I went to was back in 2002, over in the Foyle area. And that was the first time I'd met some of the politicians. And I've been pleased to be invited to attend most of them since then, and I'm more than happy to come over.
And looking at it over the past decade that you've been visiting, what's your perception of the way politics have been developing here in Northern Ireland?
Well, there's a commitment from where I see things from all the political parties to make progress with the economy and jobs and dealing with the problem of a very overburdened public sector and dependency on the public sector for jobs here in the province. And I think they're all trying to do what they can to resolve that. And in turn, small businesses have an important role to play.
I know our Secretary of State has recently been gently highlighting the fact that there's a lot more spending, government spending per head of population in Northern Ireland than there is in England, maybe by about £1,500 per year. Do you see that there's any sense of resentment in England, or do you feel that people recognise that there are historic problems that need to be resolved over time and there's a cost attached?
I think many of our members in England would certainly recognise that history means that we have to work to move at a pace where everybody's comfortable with. And if you can't suddenly change a reliance on a public sector overnight, it's going to take probably a number of decades to work that out of the system.